Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series number 39, Tiger Force, Stuart Outback Selkirk, or just Outback. Or Old Man Outback. Let's get into it! Let's begin our survival training with a look at the packaging. And here we go, starting on the top. The G.I. Joe star, he's number 39. There's a hook. A little bit of a window there to let some light in. Then on the front, 4 and up. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Or that do not belong there, rather. Nice big window showcasing the figure and his accessories. Tiger Force, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Stuart Outback Selkirk. And then there's some artwork of Tiger Force Outback, and it kind of wraps around to the side here. And it's very interesting. And then Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, we have the file card. Number 39, G.I. Joe. And then we already looked at the artwork. And then so that brings us to the back, where we have a nice jungle motif going on with certain pieces scanned in. Very similar to the Cobra Island. The back of the Cobra Island packaging from Target as well. And we have Tiger Force logo. Attention! Don't stick things in your French pie hole either that do not belong there. Parents, GIJoe.com! And then we have small fine legalese print stuff there, Hasbro print. Includes figure and 7 accessories. Warning! Attention! Achtung! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there, and don't give it to the babies. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. We'll start with the accessories. And first of all, we have his knife. Nice molded details all in one solid color. A little bit of paint apps, especially on the blade. Really couldn't have hurt. And as far as paint apps go, the same on this, you know. A little bit of paint apps wouldn't have hurt. Molded all in the color of the plastic. But it does have nice molded details, so we'll probably be seeing this again, at least in the standard release of Outback. Here's his sidearm. It does have some tape on the grip with a paint app on it, so paint app, yay! Here is his survival shovel. You'll notice it does have a square port right there. Nice molded details. Again, all molded in the color of the plastic. No paint. Here's the ammo magazine for his rifle. Here's his rifle. Nice molded details. Again, all in the color of the plastic that was used. It does have a port for blast effects at the end of the barrel. I'd say this one it's pretty cool looking. And we have not seen this weapon before. The strap, unfortunately, doesn't move. It's a static piece. And as far as the magazine goes, you can, I don't know if you can make it out on the camera or not. There is a bullet in it. It looks like it's facing this way. And there's the port for it right there. And it just slides in. Nope, that's backwards. There, that's better. And it stays in place due to friction. His last accessory is a backpack. Again, some paint apps would have been nice, but they're not really needed because these clasps or clips, whatever you want to call them, do come in other colors, of various colors, because they're usually plastic. Nice texture detail to it. There's the port that plugs into his back, the post, and then there's two square posts on either side for accessory storage. Again, nice details on that. Let's take a look at Outback himself. And the head, this head with the paint and stuff on it that kind of grizzles him up and makes him older looking, is really the only reason that I got this figure. Is just that sculpt and the paint on it is, to me, very striking. And I do like it. I don't think the eyes are quite like they're supposed to be, but maybe he's supposed to be kind of giving the side eye there a little bit anyway. But a little bit of wash to the beard, and maybe a little bit to the hair if there's a wash in the hair. So there is some down here along the bottom. And then nice paint app for the bandana. Nice orange shirt to blend in with the jungle or the forest, wherever he's trying to survive at. And nice tampo of the tiger, because he is Tiger Force. Which is, you know, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, the whole premise of Python Patrol and Tiger Force was kind of ridiculous anyway. But, you know, when you think about the standard version of this guy back in the 3 3/4 O-ring line, the original line, you know, his a white t-shirt that says survival, so still not much better as far as camouflage goes. Nice paint apps on the pants. Give it, I guess, in kind of a foresty camouflage more than jungle or desert, but I guess it just depends on what region you're in and what colors the foliage, oh Lord, the plants are. Let's take a look at his articulation. He can look up that high, and even though the neck is a separate piece with a ball at the bottom and a dumbbell at the top, it really doesn't move, so you don't get much articulation increase for that. He looks down that far. He does have some chicken neck. He can do the full exorcist, and he's got plenty of tilt. Waggle, waggle. At the shoulder, goes up past 90 degrees. It is on a butterfly joint and goes forward that far and backwards that far. Cut at the upper bicep for 360 degree rotation. Double hinge pinless elbow. It gives you that much range of motion. 360-degree rotation at the wrist on an up and down hinge. And in and out hinge on the other side. There's a hinge for the ab crunch, which allows him to bend backwards that far, forward that far, but it doesn't give you any hula. At the waist, get a little bit of hula action going on there at the waist. Not a whole bunch though. He can tilt that way and he can tilt that way. And backwards gives you that much tilt. And forwards gives you that much. So just slight movement there. 360-degree rotation at the waist. At the hips, it is on a drop down hinge, and you have to watch out for these because they are separate pieces. So even with the drop down hinge, he only gives you that much of the splits. He kicks forward that far and backwards about 3 steps. Cut at the upper thigh for another 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee, which is a little tight. And I did soak this guy in some warm water to loosen him up when I first pulled him out the pack. So it gives you that much bend at any rate. There is at the mid shin a boot cut for another 360-degree rotation. Ankle tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. Although this knife sheath does get in the way just a little bit. Now, as far as storage for stuff, let's fix those hips. Of course, the pistol goes in the holster. The flashlight goes over here on the other side. And you just kind of have to guide it through both of those hoops. Just the leg bands if you need to. And the knife fits nicely in the sheath. And all of that stuff stays in place due to friction and, you know, pretty tight. I won't say it's super tight like some of the other figures have been, but it is definitely tight enough to hold stuff in place. Let's set him off to the side for just a second. Let's take a look at the backpack. And here, that square post and that square hole, and that's how his shovel goes on. And the same thing can be done with the rifle. You just put the peg through the trigger guard or finger guard. And as far as the backpack goes, try to line the hole in the harness up with the port in his back and just put it into place. He can also put the gun, you know, on the strap, although it doesn't really work that well in my opinion. So you just have to put it in his hand, or again you can peg it to the backpack if that is your wish. And there we go. And his ammo fell out. That's not good. There we go, my friends. A look at Outback and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Tiger Force Outback with the Python Patrol Cobra, in quotes, officer, the Python Patrol Cobra Bat, and the Python Patrol Cobra Viper. Here's Tiger Force Outback with the Valaverse Action Force, Swarm Trooper with Swarm Gear, and Scarab. For our final set of comparisons, here's Tiger Force Outback with, from Marvel Legends series, Stan the Man Lee making his cameo appearance, of course. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And from Masters of the Universe Masterverse, we have the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive G.I. Joe Classified series Tiger Force Outback, I have to say the molds of the accessories are really good. I do wish they would have thrown a few paint apps on them. The 90s Tiger Force orange t-shirt is really 90s. And honestly, the best thing about this figure is the head sculpt with this older, more grizzled paint apps on it. And it's really the only reason that I bought this figure. And I'm sure the younger version is going to have the same head, just with younger paint, I suppose. But as this one stands, I do like this one. And I may eventually do a head swap on them. I'm not sure. I'll have to wait till I get the regular version in hand. This is really the only Tiger Force figure, at this time at least, that I'm planning on getting. I was thinking about the Duke, but I really dislike the colors on that Ram cycle, so that one is going to be a pass for me. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.